So you want to learn how to play Big Bad Overlord. Let's get started. To start with, pick a Duke. Ikra the Nasty, Grundar the Spiteful, Gurth the Odious, Ithrak the Unseen, Camus the Mighty, or Losik the Ruthless. Each player gets 6 cards to start with. Look at my mad dealing skills. I'm amazing. There are 4 kinds of cards. Evil Minions, Magical Artifacts, Ghost Cards, and do-gooders. Before you deal, set the ghost cards and do-gooders aside. After you deal, shuffle the do-gooders back into the deck. The ghost cards won't be used until later. Hide 3 cards face down in your citadel. Not sure which ones to put there? Not to worry. You can move cards in and out of your citadel throughout the game. Everyone should roll a die to see who goes first. When it's your turn, draw a card and decide where to put it. Up front in your army? Maybe face down in your citadel. You can have up to 6 cards in your army out front, but you can only fit 3 cards in your citadel. This means you can have up to 9 cards total. If you draw more than that, you have to discard something. Now, you can attack another player. Let's say that Losik attacks Gurth the Odious. Gurth has a defensive advantage. He can rearrange his cards after seeing the attacking army. Let's fight! Each round of combat has 3 phases. The first phase is Mind Control. If you have any cards with a yellow Mind Wedge, then you have a Mind attack. This card has a Mind attack. The Legion's bonus is 1.5, which rounds down to 1. You need to roll a modified 12 to succeed. Gurth's attack succeeds. He captures the card with the weakest Mind resistance. Go ahead and put a token on it. It's yours. If you have any cards with a purple Magic Wedge, you have a Magic attack. These cards both have magic attacks. Gurth's magic bonus is 1, but Losik's magic bonus is 4. Gurth's roll isn't high enough, but Losik's roll's a 13. The card with the weakest magic resistance gets destroyed. Both of these cards have the same magic defense value. Choose one at random by rolling a die to see which one dies. In the Mind and Magic phases, each player tries separately to roll a modified 12 or higher. Melee is different. Players compete for the highest modified roll. Usually, one player wins the melee and one player loses. Both sides roll. Gurth has a net +2 advantage. Losik rolled higher, but not enough to offset Gurth's advantage. Gurth wins the round. Don't forget, no matter what the bonuses are, a natural 12 always wins, and a natural 2 always loses. Since it's Losik's turn, he decides whether to continue the battle and start another round. He could attack Gurth again. Yeah, not a good idea. Or he could attack a different player, but he can't change his army mid-turn. He has 1 card left in his army. Losik's not a moron. He ends his turn and the next player draws a card. When one player attacks another, other players can join in. Let's imagine Gurth is attacking Ithrak. Camus can add an extra monster. Any player can help the attacker. The attacker can accept up to 3 allies total. They must join at the beginning of the battle. This can be from one player or several. Adjacent players can help the defender. Each can only provide one card, but they can do so at the beginning of any round. Any ally can withdraw their card or cards at the end of any round. But what if, when you draw a card, you get a do-gooder? You have to defeat it before doing anything else, unless the do-gooder defeats you. Then the do-gooder will attack the next player. The best way to deal with them is mind control. If you succeed with a mind attack on a do-gooder, you can immediately redirect them against any other player. Let's get back to defeating a duke. Let's say you destroy someone's army. The attacker can then attack the citadel. This can be tricky. Cards in the citadel fight at double strength. If you destroy all a player's cards, then you can attack the duke. In a battle with a duke, neither side gets any bonuses unless you have one of the artifacts. Are you dead? Don't leave yet. It's time to haunt the survivors. When a duke is killed, the player can continue to affect the game as a ghost. They can give a bonus or penalty to one die roll per round. Ghosts have to declare which roll they're haunting at the beginning of each round. A maximum of one ghost boost and one ghost curse can affect each roll. So ghosts can cancel each other out. Ghosts are not affected by citadels, and they can affect dukes, just like artifacts. Speaking of artifacts, you'd better get one before all the cards run out. Otherwise, you're toast. If one player has both artifacts when the cards run out, they win. Otherwise, it's Cataclysm time. In the Cataclysm, both sides field all of their cards. The citadels are no longer used. Combat works the same as during the rest of the game, except that there is a fourth phase each round, the DUKESMACK. After the mind, magic, and melee phases, the Duke with the Mage Skull gets a bonus magic attack. Then the Duke with the Doom Sword gets a bonus risk-free melee attack. There can be only one Overlord.
I salute your magnificent villainy.
Need more info? Visit BigBadOverlord.com.